LeBron or Giannis should win the MVP. That's the trash narrative. Let's go.
Ao 1 de maio.
Hey, what's up? Welcome in to another edition of Trash Narratives. I'm your host, the Sam D, Sam Duzme Jr. And what I do here is I take popular sports takes, myths, and opinions, and I tear them down to shreds. So if you like that type of content where we're tearing down legends, hit the subscribe, the like, and the bell for notifications. But today we're tackling who should win the 2019-2020 NBA MVP. Now, the two favorites are LeBron James and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Those two by far have been mentioned more than any other to be a candidate to be the NBA MVP. Well, I'm going a little different. I think it's another person that wears the gold, and that's not why I'm wearing this, but I mean, shout out to the homies though. But I think Anthony Davis is the actual 2019-2020 NBA MVP this year. Look, I'm not anti-LeBron. I'm not one of those guys. I'm not a blue check boy. You're not going to catch me out here being desperate and, clout chasing for clicks and retweets and hearts just to get at LeBron. I'm not here for that. I'm pro LeBron. And Giannis, come on. How can you not like the Joloff step? The Nigerian freak is a problem. That's solidified. If you look at where the Lakers were last year, when it was Bron and a bunch of youngins, Brandon Ingram, a.k.a. Young Reaper, and then you have Lonzo Ball and Josh Hart. That squad peaked at the 4 seed, okay? Peaked. Remember, they beat the Dubs on Kwanzaa Eve, and it was a big deal, but then unfortunately Lonzo got hurt, then Bron got hurt, then basically the season was a wash. Yeah, they peaked at the 4 seed. They go do the 3-for-1 deal, bring in AD, fill in some other ancillary pieces because it was a 3-for-1 trade. Now all of a sudden, they're the number 1 seed over a team like the Clippers, who on paper have more talent than the Lake Show. So yeah, that's because of Anthony Davis. That's not because of anything else. Bron has been Bron. And like I said, it's not about anti-Bron, but this is more pro Anthony Davis, okay? This is a 3-time first-team All-NBA player. Okay, let's not put any more disrespect. I've heard all this stuff. Injury prone, soft, doesn't play well in the low post enough. Bruh, he's on the Lake Show. They're the number 1 seed. 4 seed without him, number 1 seed with him. You do the math. This isn't a scenario where Chris Bosh had to adjust his game and his stats went down. This isn't Kevin Love, who had to adjust and try to figure out his way and his stats went down. Anthony Davis's numbers are parallel to what he did as a Pelican. But imagine being that good on your own when you're by yourself and being thrust into the Lakers with arguably the best player in the world and still putting up those same numbers. He's the leading scorer on the Lake Show. Let's get that out the way. Then he's leading the team in total rebounds, blocks, and steals. So not only should he be MVP, you could damn near give him Defensive Player of the Year as well. When AD is cooking, it's unlike a lot of other bigs, right? This dude is probably by far the best player LeBron has ever and probably will ever play with. That's how good Anthony Davis is. This is his 8th year in the league. He's been first team All-NBA 3 times already. Okay, this is as a Pell. Now he's getting that real shine, that real look, where people are really watching his every move, and he's exceeded everything. He's been as advertised. He's been a bucket everywhere he's gone, and he's still been a bucket this year. So that's helped LeBron, right? You can't get past that. Again, LeBron with the youngins, 4 seed. Get him out of there, get him a transcendent generational talent in AD, all of a sudden, they're the 1 seed. And the talent isn't the same from last year's squad to this year's squad. It's not like Kyle Kuzma has elevated his game. It's not like Danny Green has elevated his game. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope might be the only one who's actually elevated his game. But this team, this Lake Show team, with 2 of the top 5 players in the world, and we know what LeBron is. LeBron has done LeBron things. But AD has done AD things. And he's done that in addition to the defensive prowess, where if you look at his defensive rating, off the charts, off the charts, win shares off the charts. He's the MVP when you're looking at what Anthony Davis does. He's 6'10". He's shooting 51% from the floor. And he's not a low post guy. He's not a drop step guy. He's not a 2 feet in the paint guy. He's doing this 10 feet to 3-point land. 51%. Can you imagine pairing someone who's like top 10 in every offensive and defensive metric in the league like Anthony Davis with someone like LeBron? I mean, look, that's why the league was so angry and so furious last year when the rumors were rampant that he only wants to go to LA. Sure, he threw Boston on there, threw the scammer them Danny Angel Bone. Sure, he threw New York on there because you just have to for any sort of threat of a big market. You got to do all that stuff. But we knew once Rich Paul became his agent, we knew where AD wanted to go. And when it came right down to it, the league that was furious then turned to be happy, was doing cartwheels when former because of this, former Pels GM Dell Demps foolishly turned down what accounts to a better trade than what eventually happened. He turned out a better deal for Anthony Davis. The league was happy. Yes, the Lakers don't get what they want. LeBron doesn't get what they want. Rich Paul doesn't get what he wants. Then what happened? David Griffin comes in and basically gets essentially the same deal minus a couple of pieces. And then all of a sudden the Blue Check boys were applauding the deal. Oh, David Griffin did a great job in sending Anthony Davis and getting so much back. It was less. It was less than what was originally offered. When the league and the same Blue Check boys were saying, that's not enough. Dell Demps, don't do it. David Griffin does it though. All of a sudden, executive of the year. I know LeBron has been wanting one because he's been skipped over the last few years. I know Giannis has been ascending in the Blue Check boys' eyes. Giannis is probably going to get it. It's a popularity contest, and the media likes to feel, the Blue Check boys feel that they owe it to some guys. Once a narrative starts spinning, it gets out of control. And that's why I'm here for trash narratives. Me as a basketball analyst studying these games, watching every single game that I can and breaking them down 2, 3, 4 times if I have to. Anthony Davis, the impact that he's had on this Lake show. I know we like to make things harder, and that's why we have metrics and we're doing calculations and this usage rating. Nah. Fourth without him, first with him. Anthony Davis is top 5. And to keep it all the way real, he really should be the next one up for that best player in the world mantle. Because LeBron is hanging on to it by his nails. The grip is slipping from that title. Soon that's going to go into someone else's hands. It seems to be pushed towards Giannis and probably pushed towards Zion down the road. But it really should fall right to who should be the 2019-2020 NBA MVP, Anthony Davis. So the narrative that LeBron or Giannis should be the 2019-2020 NBA MVP, trash narrative. You know what it is. Thank you for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. And I really do think Anthony Davis should be the MVP. I'm not just saying this for clicks. Or if you know me, you know my work. Well, if you don't know my work, then check here and check here for more of my work. And also in the link down below in the description. But this is what I do. Like, I go through popular sports takes. I find out what people are saying, popular stuff, Blue Check boys. And I'm like, nope, nah. Not on my watch, not tear it down. So if you like that, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, all that good stuff. Turn the bell on for notifications. And doing all that stuff helps me and helps the channel. It gets me in front of more people like yourself. So thank you for taking the time out to check it out. I'll get up with you again soon. Peace.